The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, Rick's About the Morning Show. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us. It did not have to be this way, but the United States is going in the wrong direction again when it comes to this COVID-19 pandemic. And we got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier is here with the latest. And he's going to take your questions, so you can get at us right now, 866-9-RICKY. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and happy Monday to you, Brat, Eva, Special K, and Cool Rock T. And good morning, Gary with the T, here with your coronavirus COVID-19 update. Let me tell you, Rickey, let's go over what we know right now. 1, vaccinated people are nearly guaranteed not to be hospitalized or killed by COVID. 2, children under 12 who remain ineligible for the vaccine, serious forms of COVID are extremely rare. So children face bigger risk from just riding in the car, every day, all day. And 3, the Delta variant doesn't seem to appear to change either of those facts if you are vaccinated. Millions of unvaccinated American adults are vulnerable to hospitalizations or death, so that's what we know. So our COVID fighting strategy has not changed despite this second wave of the pandemic. We need vaccines in arms. We need everybody to go out and get their vaccines, the 2-dose Pfizer or Moderna, the 1-dose Johnson & Johnson. All of them will give you protection from the coronavirus and the various variants that are out there. So we need strategies that work. 1, once we get full FDA approval, that's going to really make a major difference in the way some people are approaching this. The FDA has already endorsed it. It's just a matter of getting it signed off on. So I'm not sure how big an impact it's actually going to make. So we need to get some pro-vaccination messages from Republican politicians because they are having a significant impact on people's behavior. And then professional athletes and celebrities who get the vaccine, they need to let everybody know they're getting it, why they got it, and endorse getting the vaccine. And hopefully that would change the behavior amongst those that are unvaccinated.
All right, you're on. Let's go to the calls. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Why is there so much misinformation about these vaccines and these shots? Because, look, there's folks that's taking these vaccine shots, and there's folks that's catching this virus. Why is these shots not working?
Okay, the shots actually are working. Let's be clear. A definitive statement. The shots are working. They're preventing disease, and you're getting into the disease state. If you do happen to you're in that 5% of people that do get coronavirus, you're going to have a mild case. It's not going to result in hospitalization or death. So that's the best outcome you can anticipate from any type of vaccination program. So the vaccines are working, and just misinformation is out there.
Dr. Collier, one day you got to jump on and tell us the science part of or make a video about, how the vaccine is working in detail, keeping people from being hospitalized. That would be a great video and get into the science part of it. So people, I think that'll help people get a.
Okay, we'll make it and we'll post it.
Absolutely. All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Dr. Collier, my brother had the Moderna shot back in March, and now he didn't take the second shot. So now he's thinking about taking that shot. Is it okay if he go ahead and take that second shot now, or is it too late?
No, never too late. There are so many people that have taken the first shot and have, for whatever reason, not taken the second shot yet. But whenever you take the second shot, it's going to boost your immunity. There's no protocol for going back and taking 2 shots again. So if you've had the first shot, taking the second shot now will just boost his immunity and he'll be fully vaccinated. Remember, your full vaccination status requires you to be 2 weeks past the second dose. And so that's where we want everybody to be, having gotten 2 shots of the 2-shot regimens.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I have a 12-year-old right now that I'm trying to convince to get the vaccination, and he's very scared. I want to know how is it that I can convince my 12-year-old son that it's for his safety that we get this vaccination.
12-year-olds, Rickey, and they're having this debate. Okay, I think that again, just explaining to them that it's no different from any other vaccinations if they've gotten the flu vaccines. The 12-year-old is still getting the routine regular vaccinations, which includes things like tetanus shots, diphtheria, etc. So, endorsing that and letting them know, one, there's a lot of misinformation about that. Let them know that it's safe, that it's now okay for 12-year-olds and older to get the vaccine, and they should not have any problems with it. But the protection that they will get will allow them to go to school, interact with their peers, and do all all of the things they want to do. Once they start having mandates and telling you can't go to the movie theater, you can't go to schools, you can't go to restaurants, etc., then people are going to be clamoring for shots. So right now, it's easy to get it. He needs to get it before he goes back to school.
All right, you're on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Dr. Collier. My question is, I suffered from COVID last year. Actually, my twin brother and I both had COVID. Unfortunately, he passed away last year. I plan on taking the vaccine tomorrow at the walk-in program. I have problems, difficulties, sometimes breathing. It's not anxiety or it's not hyperventilating. I don't know what the problem is, and my doctors don't either. Is the vaccine safe for me to take, as me been still having issues from the COVID from last year?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you are a person that most needs to get the vaccine, and I'm glad you're doing that. But what I do recommend, and Dr. Collier is saying this, before you go get the vaccine, take an anti-inflammatory such as Motrin, Advil, or Aleve to decrease the inflammatory process. That will include inflammation in your lungs, and a non-sedating antihistamine such as Claritin, Allegra, Zyrtec, or Zysol. All of those will minimize your symptoms. You start taking those today and continue to take them for the next 2 days or for a total of 3 days of therapy, and then that should minimize your symptoms.
And also take your omega fish oil every day because that's an anti-inflammatory vitamin. Am I right, Dr. Collier?
Absolutely. Omega-3 fish oil and the vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day. All of those will boost your immune system regardless of whether it's coronavirus or not.
Disclaimer.
Okay, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Mr. Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast or production crew. Listen to on the radio across the country and on the internet around the world. Reach me on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ and go to my website, lipodrops.com, and learn how to boost your immune system.